are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
He's dead, Murphy.
You have the right to an attorney.
You're reading Miranda to a corpse.
I'm having trouble.
RoboCop Rogue City is a first-person shooter action game developed by Teon and published by Nacon. The game is obviously about RoboCop as he is continuing to struggle with the idea of whether he is a man or a machine, while also dealing with the criminal scum of Rogue City.
We need to get these elevators back online. The service box is in the basement.
Let me.
I doubt you had time between all the heroics, but I got a keycard from the janitor. It's good to do some real street work from time to time, you know? After you.
The story is like a very basic 80s action movie like RoboCop or your Rambos and stuff like that, as it has a basic bad guy who wants all the power and you have to kill every enemy in your wake to get to him and stop him from taking over. The story, while basic, I kind of enjoyed for that same reason, because it fit the genre that the game was trying to encapsulate pretty well. But admittedly, they still could have done a better job here and there of giving us some more epic moments, but for the most part, I really enjoyed the story. RoboCop himself was very well done. It was voiced by Peter Weller, who also played RoboCop in the first two RoboCop movies. Graphically, the game looks great in terms of the world. I think Teon brought Rogue City to life in an authentic way, making it look just like the movies, which I know a lot of people really appreciated and loved about this game from what I have seen. All of that being said, the character models outside of RoboCop himself could have been better. There were some times that characters' lips didn't move during talking sections, and there was one time that a character was trying to interview RoboCop and their lips were barely moving and they could barely be heard. Yes, ma'am? Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Gotcha. Okay. Are you actually voiced, or is the game just like questions?
I am sure your TV station would love to play the tape.
Use your words.
Thank you. I would be happy to oblige.
It's like really far away. Was it just me? She's interviewing me from down the hall. RoboCop, what do you think of the city? On the main cast side of things, outside RoboCop and maybe like one other character, there aren't many other characters I really cared about all too much. The game could have done a better job of giving some of these side characters more personality so that you actually care when you are forced to have conversations to try to get to know them better. On the flip side of that, the game does have a decent amount of comedy in the game, which I really enjoyed.
If you think you're gonna get anything out of the Torchhead's top dog, then you... That's quite a grip you got there. Is that supposed to scare me? Not a single scratch.
And it also had some glitches that were rather hilarious. Oh. Huh. The gameplay the game had I thought was rather good. RoboCop stomped around the town most of the game, fighting the same street scum and robot combo for the majority of the game, but the way they spruced up the combat was with different fun weapons and abilities that made the game more fun to me than it would have been otherwise. From being able to pick up guns of any enemy, throwing items including whole dumpsters. So hopefully, that could be an option then. Oh my god, I hit him. To grabbing enemies by the throat and throwing them wherever you want. Oh, can I grab him off the motorcycle? Let's try it. It's not a copy of Fallout. It's fucking RoboCop. Hi. Bye-bye. This game's combat was really fun and the strength of the game. There are some sections that will hit you with a ton of enemies in waves, so saving your healing items and ammo can be really important in these sections. Beyond the guns and the ammo, they also give you abilities such as slowing time down for a few seconds where you can kill multiple enemies at once, a dash move, a shield, and a flashbang type maneuver. All of these can be used to your advantage, especially in areas with a lot of enemies as previously stated. You will also get healing items known as OCP recovery charges that are important for healing RoboCop when his health is low, and you will find more of these laying around the level as you make your way through it. The game also does have a few side missions that you can do throughout the game. There were some, like handing out tickets to civilians committing everyday crimes, and a few others that I found kind of tedious, but there were some side missions I really enjoyed, including the murder investigation missions, which sometimes were just wild.
I have a prescription for them. I can't fall asleep when I'm alone in bed.
Oh, wow. Okay. You were a little freak. Getting a little freaky. You sick fuck. These side missions were also important to the overall grade of the mission that you will get at the end of some missions. The more things you do in the mission, the better overall grade you can get, and it could be as simple as saving some civilians who are stuck in a walk-in freezer that you didn't even see right away, so it's important to check all your surroundings if you want to get the best grade possible, which I tried to do to the best of my ability, but I still ended up missing a lot in some of the missions. You were also given a skill tree where you can upgrade RoboCop's combat, vitality, engineering, and deduction, just to name a few. Things like deduction and engineering is important because deduction allows you to get combinations to safes if you find the clues in the area, and engineering can just straight up open safes if you get that meter to level 6. These are just to name a few things that the upgrades can get you, but it is worth playing around with to get the best RoboCop build for how you want to play. In the end, while RoboCop was not a perfect game, and I did have some issues including glitches, some boring dialogue, some tedious missions, and a few other things, the game still does a great job of encapsulating the world of Rogue City, and I enjoyed it overall. I didn't really know what I was going to think of the game going in because of it being another movie license game. And this year has not been kind to us, and it had me a little on edge, and all I could do is hope that we didn't get another Gollum or Rise of Kong. And I'm happy that this game, while not perfect, turned out well, and that is why I am giving RoboCop Rogue City a 7 out of 10. I think this game is a very good embodiment of the movies, and I think that really resonated with fans, as you could tell that developers really cared about that aspect of it. Maybe if you aren't a huge RoboCop fan, you may give this game a lower score, and if you're a huge RoboCop fan, you may give this game a higher score, but even if you take the fandom out of it, I still think this game is fun overall, and I think Teon has gotten better every game as they made Rambo the Game, which wasn't very good, Terminator Resistance, which kind of had mixed reviews, and now RoboCop Rogue City, which seems to be doing pretty well. So it seems like this company is trending in the right direction. I can't wait to see what they do next. But what did you guys think of the game? Did you like it more or less than I did? Let me know in the comment section below. But that is going to do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.